Namaskar, I'm Ashok Vyas and welcome to this special edition of This Week with Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Doctor, welcome. Namaste.
Namaskar, namaskar, namaskar.
So we are very close to that day which is observed as Thanksgiving. So let us begin with seeking your thoughts on what do you consider makes you look at the world with the sense of gratefulness?
Well, I think Thanksgiving holiday, it's a very unique and the best holiday in my opinion, because it has no relation with any religion, any caste, any country, any community. It's for everybody. And this Thanksgiving means gratitude is always good to thank everyone in your life who has done small or big thing for you, and not only for you but for whole community. And I think it goes long way, because unless you appreciate someone, a person who does something for good for people does not have any incentive to do the good thing.
So that approach of selfless serving is important, and I think what you say also resonates with what Prime Minister Narendra Modi said at G20 summit, and looking at India's presidency of G20 and global position that is visible, and we have heard many times people say that India is like Vishwa Guru. Do you see something on those lines happening?
Well, I think at least I would say that yes, India has arrived on the world stage. India is given the presidency of G20. It means that shows that world is accepting India as a leader in the world. And I think you can call it that India is coming close to Vishwa Guru or whatever terminology you want to use. But I think yes, is approaching there.
In that direction, what is the role that you think Indian Americans are already playing or should be playing?
Well, I think Indian Americans are kind of feeling very proud, and they are talking about it. But they should walk the talk. It means they all should, in Indian American in America, they should all remain united, remain one, and help the Mother India and project the Mother India correct way.
What is happening in the world, and we are on the threshold of recession, or maybe it has started, but Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday distributed via video conferencing 71,000 employment letters to the youth. How do you see this development and the vision with which Prime Minister Modi is inaugurating a lot of development works?
Well, I mean, it's a good vision, but there are critics of it, because I just overheard that Prime Minister has promised 2 crore jobs every year. So in 8 years, it becomes almost 16 crores. And this letters is only
71,000.
Right. So some people are criticizing it, but I think apart from that different view, not criticism, but different view of the other people because of the political season, I think what Prime Minister has done, it's a great thing. Whether it's 50,000 or 70,000, it's a job, and if it is should be implemented, the letter has to be implemented. And that is again bureaucracy comes in picture. So even sometime authority wants it, but bureaucracy doesn't work, then everything stops somewhere. So I think I'm sure that Prime Minister will make sure that this happens, and bureaucracy carries out his mandate. And it's a great mandate, and it's a welcome mandate, and I must congratulate Prime Minister for that.
And while you congratulate him for this vision, I'll also bring back the reference of India's position on the global scene. And do you see there is a Modi doctrine as far as India's foreign policy is concerned, or do you see India behaving differently, asserting itself more than before, as we have seen through statements of Jai Shankar ji, Foreign Minister of India, and how it is playing out, as you saw in G20, with respect to India's relationship with America?
Well, I think India is quite active and proactive in the foreign policy, thanks to Prime Minister and his guidance to our External Affairs Minister Jai Shankar ji, and that's welcome news. Usually, there is no doctrine in the foreign policy. Foreign policy is very flexible and has to be flexible. And every time any country's foreign policy should base on the country's interest in any subject. So I think that's a great thing. So that's what Prime Minister has done, that he sided with the Russia in the Ukraine conflict, because we have to protect our military hardware, because that 70% are Russian made. So we need Russia in long term. Plus, Russia is one of the largest oil producing country. So we needed that oil too. So I think it's the interest of the, and plus by staying kind of neutral between West and Russia, I think he's played a very good role, because otherwise what Russia can do is Russia can veto if somebody acts against the India in certain, for example, I heard that there was some news somewhere saying that USA is so mad at India because of this Ukraine thing, so they may bring some resolution about Kashmir in the United Nations to discuss. So there you need help of the USA. If USA brings it, then he won't use the veto and discussion starts, and that is not good idea, because that's our internal problem. But since China and Russia can come to our help and use the veto and stop everything right from the beginning. And so these are the things. So foreign policy, there is no fixed doctrine. There is no dogmatic doctrine. It's a flexible. We have to act accordingly our interest.
Absolutely, and I think that's what India has started doing it in a proactive manner, right, with asserting its might. And I think when you are strong, then only you are heard, right, is what people say. And India reaching to the fifth most important economy in the world is also making a lot of difference. And looking at Prime Minister Modi's vision as far as India's internal matters are concerned, and the question where India was grilled with respect to minority situation at the United Nations, though it was not that kind of a forum where India is accountable and answerable and any action can be taken against it. But still, nevertheless, that exercise has recently taken place. And in this context, if I may bring to your attention that a lot of media reports are tilted a little bit away from the ground realities, and that, as the gentleman who went from America, professor, also mentioned. So overall, how you see what way the narrative building should also be given attention by the government?
Well, I think unfortunately in the Western world, Indian narrative, the true narrative is not heard properly. And that's why I promised Prime Minister Modi in 2017 that whenever first chance arrives, opportunity arrives, I will acquire the TV channel in the USA, in North America, and I will make it as a platform for Government of India narration. And that's why, as you know, that ITV Gold showing the Doordarshan English news and Hindi news every day, twice a day. And that's our main reason for that. We are giving a platform to our government to tell their side of the story. Whether they are how they treat the minorities, or why they do what they do with the Kashmir, or what they do with the economy, or all other subjects. And I think our government is very appreciative, and we all should, myself and yourself, should be proud of it. And government is very thankful to us, and we are doing a good service to Mother India.
Wonderful. I'm happy to hear that. And while you, what you have said, I thank you for that also near Thanksgiving Day, and your concluding remarks.
Well, dear friends, holidays are here. Day after tomorrow, it will be Thanksgiving. So please convey your thanks, and don't forget to thank everyone, those who help you while you are climbing in your career or in your life, those who are helping now, and those you think will help in the future. All are very important. So never forget people who helped you in the past. Doesn't matter how small help was that, because of that help you are here. And also thank people, those who are helping you now. So it's a great holidays, has no kind of connotation of community, religion, or caste, and it's the best holiday, and everyone enjoys it, everyone celebrates it. So let me wish you, on behalf of ITV Gold and its staff, happy Thanksgiving, and be thankful to everyone, and be thankful to the God that God has given you a chance to be in this life. Thank you. And I would like to say that God bless America, God bless India, God bless Indian American, and we'll see you next time. Till then, goodbye.